Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you how to do the crunch stitch. This stitch is alternating treble crochets with single crochets to get this faux mock bobble look. It's also typically used in conjunction with rows of single crochets, so all of those crunch stitches are worked on the same side. I'm going to assume that you know how to do these stitches. If you do not, I will have links down in the description below for video tutorials on how to do those. All right, let's get started on row number 1. Our multiple needs to be any even number, and for my sample today, I have it chained 10. I'm going to start the second chain from the hook. Remember that loop on your hook never counts as a stitch. So I've counted down 2 chains, and I'm going to start with a single crochet. And in the next stitch over, I'm going to work a single crochet and a single crochet in each chain all the way across until I get to the end of my row. Okay, so now that I'm at the end of my row, I have 1 stitch left, so I'm going to put a single crochet into that stitch. And then I'm going to chain 1 and turn. And this is going to take us on to rows 2 and 3. Rows 2 and 3 will also be single crochet rows. Remember that chain 1 does not count as a stitch, so do work your first single crochet into the top of the stitch from the single crochet from the row below. And also you can have as many single crochet rows as you want as long as it's an odd number, because we're going to be working that crunch stitch row on an even row at all times. That way they all face to the same side when we're finished with our project. Okay, so now we are getting ready to start our crunch stitch row. I have 1 single crochet at the end of row 3 left to do. So I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and I'm going to stop right there. Now I'm going to grab my new color and I'm going to pull it through both of those loops just like I'm finishing a single crochet. And I'm going to make sure that my tail is nice and secure here, so when I chain 1 and turn, I don't lose that. I would cut off your first color and weave those ends in, because we're going to be doing an odd number of rows. There's going to be no way to carry that up the side. Okay, working into that single crochet from the row below, I'm going to work a single crochet. And in the stitch next to that, I'm going to work a treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. Into the stitch next to that, I'm going to work a single crochet. And in the next stitch next to that, I'm going to work another treble crochet. So yarn over twice, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And again, a single crochet. And that is it. That is your crunch stitch. You will continue to alternate these until you get to the end of the row and you have 1 stitch left. And then I'm going to show you how to switch back to our single crochet rows. Okay, so to finish off this row, I just need 1 more single crochet. If you do not finish on a single crochet, you need to go back and check and make sure that all of your stitches are correct. So since I'm changing color, I treated that single crochet the same way I did when I changed colors in the previous rows. And now I will chain 1 and turn. Now I'm going to work a single crochet in every stitch across the top of this row. I'm going to start with that single crochet from the row below and work a single crochet into that. And then I'm going to work a single crochet in the top of the treble crochet, and so on and so forth until I get to the end of my row. At this point, I will finish my 3 rows of single crochet, switch back to the crunch stitch row, and that's it. That's all there is to it. And that's all there is for me today, folks. If you missed anything, feel free to go back and rewatch. I will have a link down in the description below for written instructions for the crunch stitch. I will also have links to patterns featuring the crunch stitch in the Ruby Gray shop. Thank you so much for stopping by. Love your face.